Hello student, welcome to you on my YouTube channel. This video on a topic complex variables. If z is equal to the a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers, then z is called complex number, where the value of I is root of minus 1. If z is equal to the x plus iy, where x and y are real variables, then z is called complex variable. So that we can say that this x is a real part of z and y is imaginary part of z. When we put x value is r cos theta and y value is r sin theta, then we obtain z value in a terms of r and theta. So this form is called polar form, and the value of z is become r into bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. This r is a common term here, where r is value root of x square plus y square, and this r is called modulus of z. Theta is equal to the tan inverse of y upon x, and it is called argument of z. Now, next point is function of a complex variable. Consider two complex variables z and w. This z is a one complex variable whose value is x plus iy, and this w is also a complex variable, and these two variables are connected with each other by this relation w is equal to the f of z. This relation is showing that if corresponding to each value of z in a some region, there is assigned a value of w. Through this relation, w is equal to the f of z. Meaning is that the image of this z variable is a w here. So that if we put z value is x plus iy, then the function of complex is also another a complex number. Here is another word, we can say that the image of complex number is also a complex number in a complex plane, so that we denoted that complex number by u plus iv, and this is the value of w. So here is u and v are function of real variables x and y, so that we call this u is a real part of f of z, that is real part of w, and this v is imaginary part of f of z, and f of z is w. So here it is, we can write v is imaginary part of w. So to understand this relation, take example w is equal to the z raised to the 3, or w is equal to the log z, or it is w is equal to the cos of z, etc. These are the examples of w is equal to the f of z. Now, next point is analytic function. A function f of z is said to be analytic at the point z is equal to the z0 if it is defined and has derivative at every point in some neighborhood of z0. So you have to imagine here a one complex plane, there is a some region is defined, and in that region there is a one point of z is denoted by z0, and function is here is defined, and it has a derivative at each and every point of neighborhood of this z. So we have to imagine there is a function f of z is defined around the neighborhood of this z0, and it has an derivative, that means it is a differentiable, then this kind of the function is said to be your analytic at the point z is equal to the z0. Now there is a one condition for analytic function. If f of z is equal to the u plus iv is analytic at any point z in a region R of a complex plane, then analytical is implies function is differentiable at all points, because in a definition of analytic, the function should be defined and it has a derivative. So that if f of z is analytic, then this f of z is differentiable at all points of a z. If f of z is differentiable, then this implies u and v are continuous and differentiable functions. So student, these points are related with each other. Analytic, then it is differentiable, then this u and v are also a differentiable. Then the Cauchy-Riemann conditions are satisfied by f of z. So to check here analytic function, so we have to remember this condition, and it is known as Cauchy-Riemann equation. An equation is dabba u by dabba x is equal to the dabba v by dabba y, and second condition is dabba u by dabba y is equal to the minus dabba v by dabba x. So student, here two conditions of CR equation. Cauchy-Riemann equation, in short it is CR equation. So if to check out the function is analytical, then they must satisfy this two condition. If conditions are not satisfied, then function is not analytic. Now, if f of z is in polar form, that is r into cos theta plus I sin theta, then this CR equation is also expressed in a polar form, and condition is that dabba u by dabba r is equal to the 1 upon r dabba v by dabba theta, and dabba v by dabba r is equal to the minus times 1 upon r dabba u by dabba theta. So you have to remember these conditions to check the whether the function is analytic or not. If they're not satisfied, then the function is not analytic. So to understand this condition, take one example to understand this analytic condition, that is CR condition. Example, show that f of z is equal to the mod z square is differentiable only at origin. Here is f of z is given mod of z bracket square. Here z is x plus iy, and modulus of z is defined by taking square root of x square plus y square. So its square is become x square plus y square. So f of z is can be written in a complex form. So here is a real part plus I times there is no imaginary part, so 0 is here. So the f of z is exactly equal to the w, and w is expressed in terms of u plus iv. So here is real part is u consider, and imaginary part is denoted by the v. So here is u is obtained, here it is x square plus y square. So immediately we can calculate derivative. So it is dabba u by dabba x, differentiate with respect to the x, then obtain answer is 2x. If u is differentiate with respect to the y, then we obtain here 2y. If v is 0, then derivative of v is 0. Either it is with respect to the x or it is with respect to the y. Now compare the derivatives dabba u by dabba x with the dabba v by dabba y, and both are not equal. Similarly, compare the derivatives value dabba u by dabba y with minus dabba v by dabba x, and both are not equal. So this implies that both the conditions are not satisfied by this f of x. So mention here it is CR equations are not satisfied. But in the question, they are mentioned about the origin. So at the origin, x is 0 and y is 0. So this derivative value dabba u by dabba x is fine at the origin. So x is 0, the value is become 0. And now if you compare this derivative with dabba v by dabba y, which is here value 0, so both are become equal. Similarly, if we put origin point in a derivative dabba u by dabba y, then answer is become here 0, and it is exactly equal to the dabba v by dabba x. So here is CR equations are satisfied at origin only. Other than the origin, the CR equations is not satisfied. So it is here made a conclusion f of z is differentiable only at origin, and except the origin it is not a differentiable, and differentiable is also implies the analytic. So function is analytic everywhere except the origin. So after knowing about the analytic function and CR equation, the next point is here find analytic function f of z whose real or imaginary part is given. So here is the next point that we have to find the f of z just by providing the information about the real part, that is about the u function, or imaginary part, that is about the v function. So either given information about the u or v, we have to find the f of z, that means the next function value. So look at here, consider f of z is equal to the u plus iv is analytic. So in this point, we have to start with the consideration the function is analytic. That means the function is satisfied CR equation. And the given thing is here real part. So here is I'm going to start with the given term about the real part, that means about the u, and we have to find here v function. So for that we have to follow all these 4 points. So first point it is find dabba u by dabba x and dabba u by dabba y from the given u function. And already we are start with the consideration the function is analytic, so they must satisfy CR equation. So with the help of CR equation, we can compare this dabba u by dabba x with the dabba v by dabba y, and we obtain the value of dabba v by dabba y. After getting this derivative value, in a next step, take integration of dabba v by dabba y with respect to the y, treating x as a constant. So we obtain here v is equal to the g of x. The whatever here obtained function is denoted by here g of xy plus f of x, where f of x is to be treated as integration constant. After getting this v point, next in a third step, differentiate v partially with respect to the x, treating y as a constant. So we obtain here dabba v by dabba x. So if this is the v function, then dabba v by dabba x is become dabba g by dabba x, because g is here function, plus derivative of f of x is f dash of x. And again, the function is analytic, so that the second CR equation is used here. Dabba v by dabba x is compared with minus times dabba u by dabba x. So after comparing both the derivatives value, we get f dash of x, and After that, by integration, f of x is determined. And this f of x value just put into the v function, and in a step 4 we obtain the value of v of xy, and also we obtain f of z just by putting the value of u and v in this function. So these are the 4 steps to find the analytic function f of z whose real or imaginary part is given. So to understand this concept, take one example. Example is, if u is equal to the 3x square y minus y cube, find its v such that f of z is equal to the u plus iv is analytic. Let us begin with the solution. Here is the given information about the real part, that is u, and we have to find imaginary part, that is v here. Now, after knowing the u function, next step is to find the derivative. So here is we obtain dabba u by dabba x is 6xy and dabba u by dabba y is 3x square minus 3y square. Now, with the help of CR equation, we can able to compare dabba u by dabba x with dabba v by dabba y, and its value is 6x is y here. So we obtain dabba u by dabba v by dabba y is equal to the 6xy. In a second step, we integrate with respect to the y, treating x as a constant. So after obtaining this dabba v by dabba y, next step is integration. So we obtain here v, take integration of 6xy with respect to the y, and plus f of x, it is here to be treated as integration constant. And integration of 6xy is 6xy square by 2 plus f of x, and after simplifying 2 with 6, it obtained here 3xy square plus f of x. Now according to the our procedure, this function is to be treated as g of xy. Now in a third step, after obtain this v function, next step is to differentiate v partially with respect to the x. So we obtain dabba v by dabba x and differentiate here this function. So we obtain here it is 3y square plus derivative of f of x is f dash of x. Now with the help of second CR equation, the dabba v by dabba x is equal to the minus dabba u by dabba x. Student, always remember CR equations are must be satisfied because the given function is analytic. Now here is, we know that the value of dabba v by dabba x and dabba u by dabba y value is obtained in a first step. So just put here with negative sign according to the CR equation. So after comparing both the sides, we can able to say that this f dash of value is minus 3x square. So after getting f dash of x, we can immediately find f of x just by taking integration. So integration of minus 3x square with respect to the x is minus x cube, and plus integration constant is c. Now this f of x value just put into the equation number 1. So here from equation 1 we obtain v is 3xy square and f of x value is minus x cube plus 3. So that we obtain f of z as u plus I times v. So like this way, student, we can able to find the value of f of z with the given either real part or imaginary part. So student, here if u is given, then we can follow this procedure here. But if the v function, if it is given instead of u, if it is v function is given, Same procedure we can apply here to find the u. Just by changing, instead of u, here is v. The similar procedure is followed in a first step. Differentiate with the help of CR equation, compare the derivatives, and we obtain the derivative of the given required function. And in a second step, always we have to take integration, and in a third step, always take differentiation, and again by comparing the CR equation, we obtain the f of x, that means the integration constant value. And just by putting this integration constant value into the equation 1, we obtain the required equation of f of z here. So same procedure we can apply for the imaginary part also. I hope all of you understand the concept of analytic function and the CR equations. Thank you for watching this video.